Guys, this is a very different video. Well, we live in this house that is not ours, and the deal is that we fix the house and they keep a low rent because of all the work that we have done. Well, my son was getting sick, and I decided to test the air quality inside of the basement because I saw a little bit of mold there and it came positive. So sadly, the chimney is leaking. Not an expert, but I did a lot of research, so I'm basically removing all that insulation. So imagine all that insulation was inside of the chimney. We built this box in front of the chimney to isolate it. It lasted basically 10 years, but it leaked water anyways. All the insulation is, some of the insulation is soaking wet, like this stuff here that was close to there, soaking wet. Some of that is soaking wet, and that part is all rotten. And all that wood was new a long time ago. All that wood was brand new. So that's the frame up and everything. So now the question is, where's that water coming from? I sealed the chimney, so maybe water is not going to get into here anymore, but I'm going to have to dry it up to see and test. This is a hydraulic cement that I put on top of the chimney many years ago. It kind of works, actually. It's still there, which is good, and it doesn't seem to have mold on top of it, which is actually a good thing. It's called Silex, I think it is. And I did it down here too, and it looks pretty good in my opinion. So that's good. But all this, look at all this. This is like grout and all that because the chimney is basically rotting from the inside. So hopefully now that I sealed the top, it's not going to do that anymore. But I'm actually going to remove all these rocks here because a lot of the condensation comes from in between the rocks and the chimney, so I need to see where it comes from. So I'm going to remove all these rocks, which is like just a pretty old-fashioned and ugly way of building a chimney covering. I guess I don't know what it's called, but it's horrendous. So I'm going to take those rocks out because I want to see how far that goes too. And I want to see this corner too, because that window, I changed this window a long time ago, and all that wood that corner seems to be dry, but not this one. And that window is new too. So the first window I changed in my life was that one. That's dry. I changed the framing outside of the house and the stucco. That one, I cut off the stucco and I put the new window because the stucco looked good, but there's all that water there. I don't believe that is from the window. I believe it comes up from the chimney because the first floor is rotten too on that, and a lot on that area. So yes, I think the water just runs down for all the way down to here, and obviously it's going to get to here, and maybe there is other leaky places. So that's my job, and I'm wearing a mask and gloves because this shit is nasty. But man, this thing's supposed to be light, pretty heavy, full of water, and all that is for the trash. So I'm going to put it in bags right away because I'm kind of allergic to this fiberglass crap. So not good news. Trying to find a leak like that, oh man, it's just, this is going to be months and months of work. But anyhow, I have to start. All right, I will keep updating later. There. So this is a different video. I think I showed the problem with the chimney. Well, that's all sealed with foam and 2x4s and all that. It's all dry now. And because we ripped the carpet and we have bamboo flooring here, then we tried to find same bamboo flooring, but we couldn't. But we found that bamboo flooring, which is used, a little bit scratched, but it was cheap. So we are going to put that bamboo flooring here. But before that, we needed to level the floor. So the floor is not level right now. It's not level, but it was wavy. So that's a really high spot there, which I actually sand a little bit after the first pour. It was very low there, very low there, very low here, very low there, and so on, and very low there. So what we did is that this is 3 pours of leveling cement, which was actually tricky to pour. It's my first time pouring it, so it was a bit tricky. So this is 3 different pours. So the first pour was the whole room. We tried not to put that much material on the middle, but my mistake was that I push with the squeegee material that I was dropping here. I push it that way, but that was curing already. So anyways, so that was a mistake. I learned from that, even though this was very low, so we had to refill it. So basically what happens is that we put not enough material there, enough material there, enough material here, not enough there, and not enough there. But what happened is that I actually leveled out unlevel. So basically that corner there is 1/2 inch lower than this corner here, but now it's straight. And so what we end up doing is that we pour another batch over there and over here, because this was a big low spot, and here, and then everything end up level on the same plane. So now we can install the well, this is the almost ready basement room. So we worked 2 days to finish this. So I used that based subfloor. This is from Dry Core. It's the new stuff. It's pretty good. I used that underlayment. It's 3.5 millimeters. And well, I finished drywall. I mean, it's not finished. I need to sand it, but I filled it out and all that kind of stuff. So it's done. And we have that much left. We bought this floor just to save money, used from a place that, so it's more than we needed, but sadly, I wouldn't do. I would never do it again, because it's already cut for the room, where it came from, and plus it's all scratched, and so you needed to select the pieces and try to find the best ones for the places where there is more traffic. So there's traffic here and traffic here, so we tried to put the best ones, but they were scratched, some of them, and the bed goes here, and so it doesn't, anyway. So a lot of Tetris being played, and is a mess, so anyhow, but it's almost done. Now I need to put the baseboards, and I need to put thick baseboards and sand that, paint it, prime it, and all that. But it's looking better, and the floor is leveled, except for there is the low spot over there that we didn't fill it up with leveling cement. So there is 2 low spots around these posts, but it doesn't really matter. I will push the baseboards down and then nail it down, so I will hold the floor down, but it's not a big deal. So that's all. It's looking better.